Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadows of New York, or should I say, Vampire the Masquerade Shadows of New York. Guys, we did Coteries again, we might as well do Shadows of New York. In my opinion, I prefer Shadows of New York over Coteries. Guys, the problem with Coteries of New York is, well, besides the fact that you're sort of just set in one path, and the Coteries part doesn't actually matter. Like, sure, it gives you a bit more stories. Like, for multiple playthroughs, you could go back and I'd say it's only really worth like 2, maybe 3 playthroughs altogether, just to see everything. But yeah, just so you can do other views of the story, because you know there's like four side things per each of the people, basically. And yeah, the problem is you don't have nearly enough time to do that. Actually thinking about it, you might actually have enough time to do maybe 3 of them. Not the 4th, though. That's if you skip like the side stuff, like skipping the stalker thing, skipping the reporter thing, skipping the church thing. I think, yeah, you could probably get off 3 coterie members. But the problem, though, is, yeah, the coterie thing doesn't really matter that much in the long run. Like, they help you at one point. But then they just sort of, yeah, that's it. It's just sort of, huh. So why did we name it Coteries of New York? Exactly. Yeah, in my opinion, not the greatest. It was worth doing for at least another playthrough, just so I could, you know, experience it again. Yeah, it's the journey, more so than the reaching the end. Guys, the end is very just Tomo Satorio. I've just been playing this game for longer than you have, buddy. But yeah, it's a very World of Darkness ending. But anyway, so here's one thing I don't like. So Shadows of New York. We played this before. We got what is quote unquote the bad ending. Well, spoilers, we just basically we leave. And it felt like, honestly, a good ending. But no, that's not a proper World of Darkness ending. It has to be, you know, you have to be doing your Vampire Sith things. Why aren't you doing your Vampire Sith things? So yeah. Because World of Darkness is all about, you know, especially Vampire the Masquerade. It's all about, you know, maintaining the masquerade, doing the vampire things. And we're going with the whole counter error. It's all about basically playing the game, the jihad, you know. working to keep the masquerade safe, working to blend in with your fellow vampires, working to further your advancement in their power structure. Yeah, it's very stiff. It's just very stiff. Like, Like, seriously, that's basically just the Sith. Anyway. I don't have my save, so let's just start a new one, of course. Because, yeah, one thing I don't like is the fact that this here is a visual novel, basically. Well, choose... it's basically just a visual novel with all the reading and stuff. But you only have 3 save slots, and you can't just go back and load your save to see what the other choices are. No, you have to literally start a new game and go through the process to reach your other choices, because it's basically constantly saving as you make a choice. So basically, like say you chose that choice, well, it's already saved after you made the choice. So you can't just visual novel go back and see what the other options are. Just nope. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like, I want to see what other options there are. No, you can't. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? I may have to load the actual master volume. I can't remember if it's as BS as it was in Coteries. Because Coteries was like, oh, well, this volume option is just... it's not affected by effects, music, or ambience. It's just there. Anyway, I do like this. Better than Coteries, though. We don't get choice in our, you know, starring clan. But we do get to be probably the better protagonist. But anyway, welcome to my castle. Don't expect every day larger to work kill. You went out of the window somewhere sometime after midnight, maybe earlier. Cameras now of this world, you see, it lies far outside of concrete, tangible reality. Try to identify the way people reach it, and I'm convinced it has something to do with the moon. Some say the moons are... can turn them insane. You've heard the phrases moonstruck and lunatic. The way I see it, moonlight gives them some subliminal permission to reveal their true selves. So whenever they let the silver radiance guide them through the gates, this place they feel different. Once they pass the doors of the rage hat out, a dance of horrors and marvels begins. So anyway, it's 3:31 a.m. Welcome to Big Beat Burger. If you hear this hour, you're not exactly rating up to be a productive member of society. Come tomorrow morning. More likely you praying that the sunrise never comes. Sage for children of the night giver. Round hoping to pass an afterglow to night's victories, unwind after a frustrating series of errors, or simply fight to keep themselves together. Meanwhile, I'm just saying how greedily reveling in every interaction they have. They have no idea they're only here for my amusement. To them, I'm just a random girl sitting in the corner. But this is my journey. I've been coming here almost every night for years. I know where to sit, where to look, and where to eavesdrop for maximum amusement. Well, we've claimed domain already, haven't we? Also, we do have a dictionary, which we're going to go over again once we get the topics for it. Basically, for you and unashamed to admit. Give me insight about the human condition I never always have gathered, and more importantly, a necessary skill to make ends meet as a journalist. Oh yeah, basically, yeah, you just people watch. You can learn a lot from people watching. As I ran my crappy old laptop, patiently waiting for the legion of negative voice in my head to get too tired to offer useless feedback, I keep my senses peeled to pick up stories around me. Go to a lot of regular events such as food fights and enough to write home about, aside from my unfortunate tendency to become collateral damage to someone else's battles. Just say I've had to rush my clothes because of Coke, Diet Coke, hot coffee, apple pie, and some sort of improvised honey mustard bomb. So, once again, I'm going to bring up this thing. Did we get permission from Coke to put these things in here? Like, I'm just saying. There's this whole thing called copyright systems, and just dropping names of actual copyright things in your product? Yeah, not exactly. Not exactly the best idea. Because, normally you have to get permission from a company to just put the product in your thing. You can't just be like, oh yeah, sure, those exist. Let's just write them in. Actual things and all that. It's why most games use, fake renames of things like, what was it in Bloodline? Sepsi? Something like that? Instead of Pepsi? Because, you know what it is, but if you rename it to something that it isn't, you can usually get away with it. But if you just say it out loud, yeah. The company's like, oh, well, we didn't give you permission to use our product. That's a lawsuit right there. Sometimes it's hobby exhausting, sometimes it's disturbing, sometimes it's dangerous, though not as risky as back when I wasn't carrying pepper spray. Still, the sites I've taken over the years. Here have made it absolutely worth it. I've gotten so many stories, I don't know where to begin. Theatrical breakups, impromptu morning parties, and unexpected friendships forged in the fires of senseless battle. Lady Gorgeous Givenchy dress ordering a box of takeout chicken nuggets, paying cash with her hands completely covered in blood. I asked her if she wants a napkin, she said no. Two thirsty macho dudes shamelessly going forward in the corner, harsh moaning, filling the lobby where everyone around family fights chat as unusual and maintaining an illusion of normalcy. Straight up kung fu fight between a diminutive cashier and some dreaded body build going through a psychotic episode trying to break all the windows. The guy left the joint fully convinced he KO'd himself, or service worker was just standing next to him, seemed proud of his victory too. Middle-aged hag getting a heart attack after screaming her lungs out not to let Muslims near her food just because she saw a white girl wearing a hairnet behind the counter. Masked couple rubbing the restaurant of 30 hamburgers, forcing the employees to cook at gunpoint. Police there said they were art students reenacting some hipster book they read. Well, this is life. This is humanity at its worst and best. This is the noise that serves as the foundation for my creativity. This is the soma that keeps me going. This is a sigh out of Julia. As it may sound, these days this is the only place where I feel alive. Sometimes I think of myself as a leech feeding off on these people's stories, emotions, and personalities just because I'm not satisfied with mine. I think of myself as some kind of Cheap postmodern construct that's fundamentally incapable of honesty, but only yearns for something felt and truthful. Does that make sense? The screen of my laptop, 3:47 a.m. Probably more somnambulic, but sure, why can't that just be in the dictionary? But nothing interesting has happened yet. Feels like all the customers are watching each other tonight, hoping for those to provide a fun diversion. This is my turf, you parasitic douchebags. Next time, go find your own. And it's time to come in at the coffee I always order so they don't kick me out as undrinkable. Ugh, for the rough draft I've been working on for the last 6 hours. I reread the rough draft I've been working for the last 6 hours. God damn, this is pure trash. Over the fast face button until the Google Documents page is nothing but a calm white slate and loud sound of deep relief. No pleasure more intoxicating for a frustrated rather than ragging on someone even worse than them. What talk is easier than the dumb bitch she used to be 10 minutes ago? To the time again, I need to go. Important meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. And a hunch is not going to end well. It's not because I'm irresponsible. Dumbass who's going to need a few cups of coffee to simply function at basic level despite like 4 hours of sleep. Because I always have a hunch things are not going the way they're supposed to. Click, clack, click, clack, click. Clack. Loud cloud keyboards assault me from all sides. It's a splitting headache unbearable. It used to be a dream to be a part of the New York Lodestar editorial team. It's the first magazine I started reading regularly, the first magazine I ever bought for myself. No telling me the word Lodestar is enough to ruin my mood. Now I'm seeing all these old farts phoning in more reactionary opinion columns than Wikipedia level analysis of current events. You should destroy and rebuild my entire worldview every month. They shape my thinking about politics, art, journalism. They point me toward my favorite cigarette brand, for God's sake. Some town people started leaving for greener pastures. Some got too wrapped up in their own neuroses. Some became complacent. All of them committed the sin of allowing themselves to grow older. Fresh blood was deemed unnecessary, even though young freelancers kept being bled dry. These days, whenever someone from outside Lodestar talks about Lodestar, it's because of a few undelisted contributors willing to accept meager payroll, putting in serious work. Dumbasses. They're not the magazine specializes in posting pale acres of provocative ideas I heard somewhere else a few years prior, wrapped in a stuff that hasn't been cutting edge for a decade. And when the readership is in freefall, but even though the ship is sinking, the old guard won't let go down without a fight. So anyone from the outside attempts to board the vessel in hopes of fixing its course or its holes, they will be swiftly taken care of. I should know that. Been there, done that. This sounds every full-time staff member who doesn't make me regular attempt to cringe my face off of his writing. Oh, good Brian here. Good old Brian. Chuff. Is those sorts of energy, Brian. Brian, yeah. That's in front of me right now. Of course, he only has time for editorials these days, so dropping the sea of needs. Managerial duties hit him hard. Second time he lets out a theatrical cough like this. He says, "Peace now for me to react, and I'm coming up blank." What do you want me to say, Brian? I'm pissed off. I can tell You've already made up your mind, but you still want to go through the motions just to make me feel listened to. Whatever, let's do this. I mean, I don't even know where to start, so... Let's just go for the middle one. Arounds the sexual harassment, Brian. You're stupid that I even have to say this out loud, but you're coming up for a sexual harassment, Brian. No, I'm not. No, just face it. Let's say the Harvey Weinstein story appeared on your desk instead of reaching the New York Times. Don't you compare me to the Times, you know that's a low blow. You're asking for it and you're not exactly in a position to talk about low blows, though. You know that's not the core of the issue. We're on the core of the issue. No, I believe I pinpointed in a precise way. If it were up to me, I'd greenlight the article here and now, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But you're killing the article just because some rich shithead told you he doesn't like it. Give me this is not about some millionaire jerk calling me to make me an offer I can't refuse. What is it about then? Because it looks awfully like... It's about my boss to tell me the talent I can't afford, the legal entry I've already been threatened with. So millionaire interference. Oh, for crying out loud, Julia, don't make me treat you like a child. You know how this works. Poetry stories, it's Theo versus Gawker all over again. A lawsuit here and a lawsuit there until we're bled dry. That mortgage. I have 3 months waiting to be back home. I have an amazing team that doesn't deserve to be torn apart over some... Don't you think it's how you mention your mortgage first? Just asking questions. I abandon against these empty semantic arguments with you, Mr. Wansky. You're good at them. The problem is you're still not good enough. Meaning? You're in love with weaving a good story and establishing a seductive narrative to let facts get in the way. You got enough boring institutes with no principles on board these days. They'll just give you facts because that's all they can do. I'm just using facts as a way to approach some kind of truth. The facts can blindside you. A double spiral has enough facts to water down your story to the point where it makes no sense to publish it. The HRMP are working overtime to deliver a convincing counter-narrative and they're doing a great job. Won't mitigate the damage completely, but will put every little thing in question. Jesse Montgomery is a racist, a fraud, a sexual predator, and a downright satanic fuckhead. Julia, let me say again. Jesse Montgomery is racist, a fraud, a sexual predator, and a downright satanic fuckhead. Do you personally believe it or not? This is not... Listen to the tapes, you've read the transcripts. You've got the files. I mean, you've seen the documents, you've got the files. I'm asking for your personal opinion. Do you believe it or not? Click, 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 click. Of course I do, but let's be beside the point. It's not. How about I just say it out loud and save us both some time? We're not having this conversation because there's a natural conversation to be had. So that's me knowing very damn well there's only one way it's going to end. You got a mortgage and 3 mouths to feed. You prioritize the well-being of your direct surroundings over some numerous concept of great good. I really do. For some reason it seems like you're only prolonging this conversation and rationalizing your decisions so that I forgive you? Especially it's honoring you? That's bad kind here, Julia. What are you then, in your own words? A man who does what's necessary to protect his own. So I don't count your own anymore? Marge sometimes breathing with a self-pitying chuckle. I don't know if you'd even want to work under a scumbag like me from now on. Oh come on, don't turn this into a pity party. I'm absolutely a scumbag. And why is that? Because I'm firing you. My thoughts are scrambled. Remember the say of my bank account displays before my eyes with startling clarity. I point over to my chest and start shoving towards my stomach. No, don't panic yet, you idiot. Get more information now. There must be a catch. Is this final? Tell me there will be consequences if I ever picked up your work again. I shouldn't even be telling you that. Everything my power to change their mind, I'm sorry. They? What they? Who is this they? Glances left and right and then points upward for a short moment. When he speaks again, it's in a hushed voice. You know, as big kahunas can't really question them, and they want your head on a silver plate. Don't look at me in the eye. You're not joking. I never joke about stuff like this. It's real. Fucking hell, it's real. Down, all to hell. All these years. She deserves all this grind, all my plans, and for what fucking asshole, you know I deserve better, and I always deserve better, and it always ends with me going down the drain back to the sewers. Fuck. No. If you're deep breaths, don't lose the plot now. Keep yourself together, you idiot. When you show weakness, they go for your throat. Get back in control. Can't do this. Wish I didn't have to, but it's a lost cause. No, I mean, it's impossible. Julia, can't fire someone who's no one hired in the first place. Takes him a few seconds to put on. It's all I get face to have out trouble with gasp and start massaging his temples. Those has been my base source of income for the past few years, that much is true, but technically nobody has ever hired me here. It's all freelance jobs, which I'm positioning myself as a kind of dangling carrot. But also have a decent pay grade, career prospects, maybe even some kind of insurance to save my failing health. The recognition I get for being part of the Lodestar team, a position that everyone around me seems to respect, aside from me. Why do I want so much? Every time tomorrow will could have been for now, I should act like I don't count. You know, I mean, if I let you walk, keep on a fake name, it would be a guillotine for me. It would be ridiculous, you know I'm going to start shopping the store around the second I leave this room, don't you? Of course I know, I told him. No response? Well, let us worry about that. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. If I could get a custom one of these loud mechanical keyboards some people will love to use. Well, if I did my work in here, I was still expected to bring my own crappy laptop and sit closer to the lobby. Over to the left side, no matter how hard I tried to break in, vibration in my back pocket. There's like a bad omen, I decided to ignore it for now. I'm working on this fucking story for, I don't know, 16 months on and off? I know. You kept cheering me on. I know. We haven't even agreed on the pay I received. I know. 2 months behind on my rent? No, wait, 2.5. Catch him off guard, he's momentarily back. Gives me info for that sale. Don't look at me this way, you don't have the right. I didn't know. Well, now you do. Look, if there's anything I could do to help. You can't tell your pick who's the fuck off. I don't think that's a single thing. Doing it. Or smoke can light up. Gotta get back in control. Please don't do that, there's a smoke detector here. And no worries, Nick turned it off a few weeks ago, probably the most grave thing he's done in the past 5 years. Go Nick, the perpetrator of century cinema reviewer never has a original thought of his own, just relies on his purely algorithmic taste to stay likable. And the best thing is it works. Fine, you should dream about a job. Brand new kill the series, making me realize Nick won't be on seat anytime soon, and offered to teach me the ways of investigative journalists instead. When the crew I ever wanted to pursue, but to my dismay, I turned out to be surprisingly good at it, until this Montgomery thing happened. So after my lesson learned, should have pursued my dreams instead. Stop it, Nicholas is a good friend, a respected critic, a member of my team, and put on that smoke. People tell me I let you step all over me. Why do I even let you act this way? Because you once told me honesty is most important in mentor-student relationship, and that works both ways, because I thought we were friends. Bites lips instead, or sideways to avoid my eyes. At the end of the day, bosses aren't friends. Must have been a terrible mentor if I didn't even teach you that. Could have been a bit better. Too much shared history between us, and we elected to make this parting of ways too bitter. My family's a guy, but I do what I can not to leave you stranded, okay? There are options, none of them are a remedy for all your troubles, but... wait a second. Oh, fine. However, I realized my pocket note for phone phone, and this time I realized when I take the smartphone out of my pocket. If it has to rain, why not let it pour? A new email. And it's a lengthy one, the sender speaketh the devil. No, this can't be. Christ. Just got an email from Mila Lopez. Claims she's just been laid off from Double Spiral, same as Mike Antonoff and Gerald Rivera. But it's what happened. Very old insult, okay? The key thing is, seems that HR knows all the confidential information about my journalists and investigating and used it to shut everyone's mouth. Hell, apparently Montgomery walked up to Lopez as she was emptying her desk and told her to thank me for being a, quote, dumb and careless cunt. Braggers fail. I think it's a very good reason to. You fucking scumbag, you outed my sources? But, well, of course not. What are you even saying? Well, don't you dare play coy. Must have been either you or me, no one else, and you know the way I work. My investigation is basically untraceable, both on and offline. Carefully picked meeting spots. Encryption upon encryption, Happy Direct Crow rerun 5 times just in case, all sorts of red hair and scattered around. Know my shit, you know I do. This timing? Do you just pass the flash drive to your beloved big goons doing being as a sign of goodwill? Look, I get you're upset, but why don't we just talk through this calmly? So, fuck you, fuck off. Food tastes my will and tastes well, and I'm just held on for the ride. I can't do anything about. Strange way, realizing you're just passing your own body for delivering. Let's just see it all unfold. Calmly. Fuck you, Brian. Junior. I've been paranoid for months and months, acting like everybody I didn't know was an assassin or corporate spy. I know I haven't messed up. Not in a way that would implicate all of them. You goddamn, you thought you could get away with this? I haven't done anything improper. Don't push the blame on me. So what you're claiming it's my fault? You're never the guilty one? It's always the bosses, the economy, the obligations you have, and now me? Being so equipped with this martyr bullshit, calm down or I have to. You're more shithead, you motherfucking. Calm down for God's sake. And so it goes. I yell a lot of words I wanted to say for a long time, but held back. I think a lot of insults have been woodchopping for years, hope I never use them. I break a few things. Times for such I see pain in someone's eyes. It's going hunt me for a long time, but here in the moment I don't give a shit. These people know this company has nothing left to offer me, so at least let me take the catharsis. The end of security guard had to escort me out of the building, and that's the end of my journalistic career. I just feel like my world has crumbled into nothing. Ah, yes, you. I mean, you have every right to, like, Jesus, if I were you, I would have already broken down into a sobbing mess. I'd love to find one subway, far too proud to cry in public, even now, and? Stupid, I feel like someone out there keeps destroying everything I hold dear, just to see my reaction like it was a prank show, and someone was waiting to record me crying. So I was sure I'm doing my best not to cry. Fuck you, whoever and wherever you are. That's the most Jewish Lewinsky thing I've heard. Spy is the greatest motivator, huh? Not feeling particularly motivated to do anything right now. To be honest, I just want to stay in my bed until my shithead landlord calls the cops to forcefully event me. Especially I know that whenever life decides to fuck you over, it's always one thing after another, but this is too much. Just too much. Let's recap this last week of June 2019. We kicked out my job, well, not that I've been hired. So let's just say my mentor broke every fake promise he ever made to me. Big thing I've been working on for a year and a half went down the toilet, it's all useless. The boss didn't protect my source property, now they keep trying to reach me through every possible channel to threaten me or just yell at me, and they have every right to react like that. All my psychics were shut down. Nobody's replying my email, someone's been dragging my name through the mud behind the scenes, that worked. So I have no idea who's sending these shit messages around, I've been asking, but just don't worry about it. I stand idly by watch you get cancelled by some mean-spirited delusional. I said don't worry about it. The unread message from my landlord. The message reapers were stressful enough. And a call came from Chicago. Apparently Dad has bladder cancer. Mom was in hysterics. She'd go crazy if you heard about my situation. I have to pretend everything is okay whenever she calls. She calls every day. She just won't hang up before she offloads all her burdens on me, and I can't blame her because we all had to learn to cope with Dad's psychopathic tendencies somehow. She robbed all my documents. All my documents were little money I had gone. Don't even know when or where it happened, and it's driving me crazy because I'm always extremely wary of pickpockets. The list goes on. Don't want to sound paranoid, but it really feels like a concerted attack. Parents good. Oh, I know you always hand wave this top away, but just remember that if anything happens when place is your place, you have to go through it alone. And you have control, Magnus, self-centered as it may be, I don't want it to affect you. Don't listen, I have another call. Alright, just call me if anything happens, no matter how don't seems okay, and swing by whenever you can. Well, thank you. See ya. Put my phone away, it's Helen Palanca style in front of me. Christ. Last time I refreshed in the window, just look at the city. Whenever the situation requires me to dress formally, I still feel a bit like a child cosplaying as an adult. Just follow the dress for the job you want advice. To dress him like a trust fund kid who keeps partying on Brooklyn and rooftops for years without a care in the world. So after a while I realized the car is empty unnaturally, so I'm feeling uneasy by someone enters my peripheral vision. Well, aren't you sus? And that's the first thing I consciously registers, the world dissolves. When I go to a mile of the subway standing in a back area I don't recognize. Pretty dark, my eyes start adjusting and try to figure out what had happened. There's a gun in my hand. The paint's still around my feet, it's not moving. Somebody stands in front of me covered in shadows. I can't fully make out her face, but she's staring at me with visible intent. She speaks, the voice is raspy and androgynous, her tone hateful and mocking. Well, aren't you a nasty one? So what's going on? Who are you? Oh, don't play coy. I go blank, I look at the ground. There's a body riddled with bullet holes, and I recognize who it was. Gosh belongs to Mike Antonov, one of the Dope Spiral whistleblowers, my source. Just starting to get back at me a few hours ago. I can feel even the times of compassion I face a terrible realization. They would think I'm guilty. But God, am I guilty? How is this real? Listen, what happened to this guy? This guy? You don't play coy. You knew him, he was mad at you, started tell himself so he's about to situation what I haven't done for you. You got mad, things escalated, he died. It's not true. It's plausible without that doesn't make it get true, or does it? It's just a nightmare, it doesn't make sense. It must be a dream. The person the person from me must be responsible. It's pain forcing my head screaming that it's her world that I'm just living in. What the fuck have you done to me? Nothing yet, but I do I can, to get you locked up for life. This is a murder in the first degree of spatial circumstances. Detached voice and uncensorial. Totally reassures me this can't be real. I refuse to believe it is. Before I can manage to think this through, I point the gun at her. If I did murder him, you wouldn't be acting like that. You wouldn't be standing in front of me. You'd be running away, calling the police, begging for help, yelling that I'm a psycho. Oh, you are a psycho. But I'm not a coward. I won't let you walk out of here alive. This doesn't make a single lick of sense. Tears will open my eyes. Why are you doing this? Sometimes one has to confront what they're really made of. Don't you worry about it. She's gotta be nuts. Slowly but surely she starts walking toward me. Stop right there or I'll shoot. I'm going. It's the only way you can get off the hook, isn't it? The only way you can survive. We've definitely proved you are the monster I claim you are. The fuck is this tone? So controlling and authentic, patronizing. Serious? For your own sake, you better be. Keeps getting closer. Maybe I did care enough. Maybe I don't deserve to live. Maybe it's less tiring not to live. Maybe I should just let her take care of me. Maybe I would just wake up. Maybe this insane reality needs to be rejected as violently as possible. The world that wants to destroy me deserves to be destroyed. She's right in front of me. Now or never. Close my eyes and squeeze the trigger. Oh, bang echoes through the alley. Ready to look at what I've done. And to a shooting range once. You're absolutely horrified by a pistol. Such a small thing, but I can easily punch a hole in the area fabric of reality is made of. I may not be able to use it against another human being. The very thought makes me want to puke. Yeah, you were a right choice after all. I'm so glad. You haven't allowed yourself to break, but you crossed the line. Knew you to cross. There's a silent flame in you that could become an inferno if left unchecked. I sure hope it will. She's still alive. Her voice is coming from behind me. She puts her hands around my waist and cold mouth touches my neck. I can feel my shirt getting finally torn off. I don't understand, but I'm too dazed to protest. Like, yeah, it's one thing to, you know, go for the neck, but why is your shirt getting violently torn off? Like, seriously. This is really fine task. Congratulations. You prove yourself worthy. Something sharp sliding into... yeah, like, seriously. Why is my shirt getting torn off? There's something sharp sliding into my neck. Not too painful. It's starting to think a doctor pushing a needle into your vein without proper warning. Then it hits me. Pure bliss. The dopamine receptors I considered completely fried until now suddenly recover and start bombarding me with a pleasure I've never known before. Finally, that's the tears go that come flowing. I've been waiting for years. It's such a relief. It's raining. I feel like I'm in the middle of a deluge at least. Washing away all my fears, all my sores, all my anger, my pain, all of my ego. I'm one with the woman and the woman behind me. She's holding me tight, makes me feel like the only important thing in this world. Everything else blurs. Something intense to her, something I've never felt before. Is this love? I hope it is. It's not you, hisses a familiar, cynical voice in the back of my head. But it's okay, I never felt particularly fond of me anyway. New York, you're perfect. Oh, please don't change a thing. Hugh laughs in the showers, always has a laugh. Hardly impressed me when everything is cliche. Nothing is. Isn't that the ever distant you been chasing along? People are on the other trains. I hope you're doing fine. We're going off like a fucking Malkavian, aren't we? But no, we're not Malkavian, sadly. Shut up, just enjoy it. You finally understand. She's making love to me, she's giving birth to me, she's burying me. Sure we're not Malkavian? Pretty sure I've been dead for a while. Pretty sure I could stare at my own corpse in her hands from a distance for a moment somehow. Then I'm alive again. She lifts her mouth from my neck. No wait, I taste blood in my mouth. Was I drinking her blood too? First, whoever this was, it's over. I have to bask in the afterglow while I still can. So immediately understand that I'm going to chase this feeling for the rest of my existence. Now here's what I'm questioning. Okay, so I don't think there's any information on this, sadly. Sadly, I don't think there's any information on this. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there was any information on what her generation is. Huh. Yeah, no real information on that. Because we can connect, you know, Coteries' character to be Generation 10. Because Generation 9 was our the character, you know. Anyway. I merely understand that I'm going to chase this fleeing fairy for the rest of my existence. I'm sure that's a whisper which concludes the ceremony. No matter what happens next, don't forget, you are a monster. Why, thanks. But you're lucky enough to be born into a world of monsters, so don't you ever mourn that fact. Embrace it. Vampire the Masquerade. Shadows of New York. And again, well then, this is almost a good spot to stop this. But we'll keep going. We're not over the hour mark yet. Once again, I find myself in Big Beat Burger. From most around his face, I recognize mood, same as it ever was. See, I processed an entirely different. Way. It all frustrates me now. Or, more precisely, makes me frustrate myself. It's like I'm clinging to the remnants of a cocoon I've outgrown. And now we get this fun look. Instead of the business suit, this one, just... Same with these cigarettes, I don't need them anymore, so why do I keep holding on? To them. Fucking hell, it's like I refuse to accept that I'm something better than I used to be. Here's the thing. It sort of skips like that whole initial thing, by the way. Like, Coteries, you got embraced and you had to go through the whole process of, you know, figuring out who you were. Like, well, to be fair, our sire just left us though, and we had to basically go through the whole cager popping up to be like, hey, you're probably fucked. But hey, here's some... I'll just take you over here and not tell you what's really going on. And decide your punishment from there. To being... To Sophie just saying, hey, so here's the stuff you need to know. But like... I'm not gonna tell you everything because, you know, we're technically vampire stuff, and we ain't gonna explain everything. You sort of have to figure it out and realize that you're just basically a pawn on the board. But yeah, Julia sort of skips almost all that. She just gets in place, like, I can't remember how much time has passed, but yeah, just time has passed. We sort of skipped the tutorial, basically. Anyways, 73 cigarettes. I don't need them much. Why do I keep holding on to them? Fucking hell, it's like I refuse to accept that I'm something better than I used to be. Hey, vampire! Dun dun dun! Ah, here we go. Oh, so. It's only been 2 nights ago. Well, shit. Well, hey, at least we got a frickin' tutorial. Skip. Because Coteries was like, by the way. Also, I love her explanations for things in the dictionary. They are so much different than they were in Coterie. So they embrace how a vampire turns the human prey into a fellow vampire. For a reason, like most things, the details are a bit more crucial than whatever romanticized images Hollywood shoved down everyone's throats over the years. This ain't is on a nation followed by the replacement of your vital body fluids by someone else that sounds romantic. Like, Coteries was just fucking pretty much on point, like, the embrace. That act of turning a human into a vampire. Can a term of fellowship among vampires thought to have been coined after an anarch operation of some sort, but the camera really doesn't talk about that much. Sorry, the one who made you a bloodsucker. Vampire's name for parent. Mine was Karen. Child, where Sire calls his or her vampire progeny when they're being naughty. Somewhat, sort of like when an exhausted mom calls the kid by the first name. Also tends to be the go-to when somebody feels like they're out of arguments and needs to make their seniority known. That's our child her. So yeah. It's 2 nights ago I met Karen, she embraced me, by which I mean turned me into a kindred. She calls herself my sire and me her child. That night she taught me the basics of survival. So yeah, we just got basically a tutorial just skipped. It took us how long before Sophia taught us things, and then we had to go through multiple nights of learning before we even got into things. Yeah, we're just... Last night she taught me the basics of survival, drinking blood, manipulating humans, bending steel, controlling shadows. Yeah, by the way, we're La Sombra. Cause that's a thing. By the way, a reminder, what are La Sombra's powers? La Sombra. Like, what are the La Sombra's disciplines? Oh, right, we have fucking... fucking version 5. Cause here's the thing. My knowledge of the La Sombra was... back when they were basically... one of the main support forces, basically. But yeah. So basically, La Sombra pre-version 5 dominate obtruberation potence. But I mean, honestly, that's not terrible abilities. Yes, and the thing about this Umbra is their weakness is they basically don't cast no reflections. They cannot be seen in mirrors, bars, water, reflections, windows, powers, metals, photographs, and security cameras, etc. Of course, they also apply to the clothes they wear and objects they carry. It's weird like that. Also, due to the pinch of darkness, they take an extra level of damage from sunlight. But yeah. Honestly, in a way, that weakness isn't that terrible if you think about it. But yeah, just try to read up here on a few things. Like, what's the difference between Alternabration versus Oblivion? Because Alternabration, well, it's basically shadow magic. Shadow stuff, yeah. Like, yeah, they have the ability to basically move the shadows around them, blanket area and cloud for natural shadows. Summon black tentacles from the shadows to assist you. You can also create shades. But remember how it worked in Redemption? Yeah. They could create shades, which were a thing. But anyway, so what is Oblivion? It's just one that allows users to run something wholly unnatural. It combines Artiberation, Necromancy into summon Thanatos, Mortis, Demos, and Neuristics. Great, so it's just basically combined all these things. It's pretty much about the same though, with shadows and stuff. It's, yeah. Anyway, the Zombra. Jenny's first one lessons instead she just told me to go out and enjoy myself. Well, there you go. What's the catch, I asked. To which she responded, my curiosity proved to be a disappointment. There are a few rules after I pose the masquerade. I can't contact anyone I knew as a human. I can't let anyone realize I'm not human. I can't embrace everyone and so on. So yes, the masquerade. The systematic secrecy of vampires built to conceal our world from humankind, or to protect us. Essentially, the masquerade is our shield against the fear and ignorance of human beings. Making no bones about it, if the vast majority of people ever learned we exist, we would be hunted to extinction. I want you to remember what fell, yeah. I can't contact anyone I knew as a human. I can't let anyone realize I'm not human anymore. Remember what was just said, though. Anyways, I'm free to do whatever I want. But for some reason, the first thing I do is come back ill. Old harvest die hard. Camera's probably watching me from somewhere even now, though the way I understand tomorrow night, she's supposed to introduce me to the Camarera, and local society of vampires. So what are the Camarera in terms of Julius writing? Oh yeah, the big boys and girls in town, the largest vampire set I know of. Plays well with mortals, whoever plays mortals like a fiddle, manipulative and rigid in structure. What's beautiful, really, there's a prince involved, no joke. Really invested in maintaining the masquerade and other so-called traditions, which helps with the 2 previous points. Turns out they're the ones who have been systematically ruining my life lately, all part of some secret variation that I barely passed. Just imagining the reach they have makes me dizzy. To destroy the old me, I barely cared about, can rebuilt me anew. One hand to attest that some scars will take some time to heal. On the other hand, maybe I should just be grateful? Sometimes my thoughts by a sudden scream. Some douchebag yelling about his french fries not being salty enough. Alright! These fries aren't salty enough! And it's my cue to leave permanently. You say that, but somehow I doubt we're going to leave permanently. Goodbye, PvP. Hope I never see you again. Destined for greater things, you see. Can't remember if we come back or not. Oh shit. Well, we're just tossed into the thick of it, aren't we? What kind of risk is why running this Tinder distant? It's like a bit of a loser, B wanna be intellectual, purpose source of nourishment. Time to swing a little more on the devil's dance where the club beckons. Or me head boy an unfortunate bit of my probably trying to fail, but what better chance could I find to test what I become? So yeah, I think we're going to leave it on this note because, yeah, this is just. It took us how many nights? I think it took us like 4 nights or so in Coteries before we even got to make choices. It was just, you got the map, you rest, you rest, you rest, you rest. And then finally we were told, hey, you should go out and make friends. Well, at least allies. Build a coterie. It'll be fun. Yeah, we don't need a coterie in this. We're just, yeah. We're given basically as much free reign as necessary. As I said, I much prefer this over coteries. But anyway, next time we'll make a choice. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.